right, I am headed home right now. My hand is all wrapped up because I may have slipped with the tool and I smashed my hand somehow.
Don't try this at home. This is going on Rusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Rusty Judgment. Look how beautiful it is out here today. It was like this yesterday. I am wearing a light long sleeve and a hat because all of the kids and I got fried yesterday from spending the entire day outside. We weeded the garden, we mowed a little bit, and we just hung out outside. It was beautiful. But what we're doing today is we're gonna move this structure. We're gonna run it over to the lots where it's gonna go. I hope I don't lose it on the way. And then unload it with the skid loader and position it over there. But we're gonna make a go at it and see what happens. And then we're gonna head over there, put the building down, and then start stringing wire, hang gates, and just try and get that fence done because I've got a bunch of other stuff to do, as you could imagine. Well, it's on there and it'll work, but it's maybe hanging off this side at a good 8 feet. So luckily we don't have to go super far, and it's all gravel roads the whole way. Oh my goodness, this actually looks kind of ridiculous looking like this. Maybe we should think about this a little bit before we do this. But what do you think? He thinks it's awesome. He has no idea about how to transport it. So I got to figure out how to strap it down or somehow secure it to the trailer. The lots are about 5 or 6 miles from our house, so not super far. And it's all gravel. I can take gravel roads the whole way, so that's nice. But this is a big boy here. So I'm gonna do some thinking on how to make this thing stay on the trailer. And then we're just gonna run it over there. Well, I'm driving out the driveway with this jumbo thing behind my pickup, and it's strapped down. I don't think it's going anywhere, but she's real wide. I put my mirrors all the way out. That did nothing for me because it's really wide. But I'm gonna truck down the road. It's gonna take me a little while, and then I think I realized I actually have to back this in the driveway of the north lot, the first lot, the one where the house is at, because the south lot we got poles in the ground, so it's only I think 12 feet wide there, and we are much wider than 12 feet. This is actually going really well. I've been doing about 17 to 20 miles an hour, and she hasn't gone anywhere, just kind of hanging out back there. So I'm getting close, maybe a mile and a half away. And then we're gonna swing on in. So I gotta drop this trailer off because my skid loader's still at home. So drop this trailer off with it on the trailer, go back, get the skid loader trailer and the skid loader, bring it back over, and then pick it up and off of here and position it, and then get along with our day. But there's a little bit of back and forth. It's been a few days. I thought I had a gate installed, and I do have the top wire installed on a very short section of this horse fence. I have found out I did some mistakes here, and that's because, I don't know, Jack diddly about horse fencing. These do not go this way. This threaded rod goes through the post, and then it rests. This piece here sits under here. So I take this gate off, which I only did the one gate because I kind of thought I was doing it wrong. Turns out I am. So I need to take this gate down, re-drill holes, and get it all situated correctly, which will be fine. It'll be better the way it's supposed to be. And then I have one row from like here all the way around. That's from one gate to the other. But now I need to do the gate from here all the way around the rest of it, which is the long section, which won't be that bad except for the fact that this is my spool of wire, and I don't know how to unravel it without it being a complete disaster. Well, it's many hours later, and as you can tell, the sun's been just burning like crazy all day today, which honestly is beautiful, but makes it so you gotta hide from the sun like we're in Florida. We are not in Florida. But the fence is going along well. I've got the top wire ran around everywhere. I'm running the bottom wire now. And then the center section of insulators are almost on. Oh shoot, my spool got all jumbled up. If you hear a bunch of noise, the farmers across the road are fertilizing before they can plant. So that's what the racket is. I'm getting ready to call it a day because I messed up on my first spool of wire and took me forever to unwind it. Looks like I'm getting ready to mess this one up too. So I bought this thing, this little wheel thing to as you pull out, the wire just spins on it. But it looks like part of it came undone, and I'm gonna have to figure that out because it got all, like the first roll I did got all knotted up, and it was a nightmare to unknot. So trying to figure out the next two so that it gets better and easier. So I'll be back out tomorrow to pull more wire. I also found out that I'm short wire. I don't have enough right now. So I'm not sure how I screwed that up, but I've never made a fence before. So I'll be back tomorrow. Try and get all this wrapped up and done. Rehang the gates. Get the fencing all done, and then from there I've got to, I don't know if you can see this pile of dirt right there. I got to disperse the pile of dirt. I'm going to get rid of the driveway, so I'm going to shave all the gravel off the driveway and make a big pile right up the road with it, and then I'm going to get a dump truck, haul it all out of here. Headed to the gym right now. It's Saturday morning. Workout at the gym is always super fun because it's like a team workout, and it's typically teams against everyone else at the gym. And so I didn't realize that I was a very competitive person until I started like doing this whole gym thing. Yeah, I'm pretty stinking competitive. And it's been really fun. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here while I'm still clean and dry, and we're gonna hop back on here when I'm done and see what the results are. 1 hour later, done at the gym, and this is the only part of my shirt dry. The rest, completely wet, 100% of it. I felt like I was gonna die today. I'm not sure what was going on, but the workout beat me, and everyone around was concerned for my my health because I did not look good. I did not feel good. So I'm not sure what that was about. I couldn't get my heart rate down. My heart was beating very fast, and I could barely breathe. But I made it through the workout, and then I just laid on the floor for a good long while afterwards. The gym is awesome. I know that sounds terrible, what I just explained, but the gym is awesome. It's been many days later. It is currently in the mid-80s in Minnesota, and all sun, no wind, all sun. So it's beautiful out if you're not working outside. If you're working outside, it's a scorcher, which I don't mind the sun, but it gets a little hot. So I'm actually about to go jump into a sweat box which is my skid loader because the AC doesn't work on it right now. And you can only open the windows so far. And so it's kind of like a little sauna. And it's going to be dusty around it because we got to do some dirt work. But the fence is up. We got 3 wires up. I had the kids come out and help me pull wires. The gates are up and fixed on this side and then over by the house. So the gates are all done. Wiring's all done. I do need to now connect the wires, each wire to each other, and then trench down underground and go to the other side so that you can pull electrical current across the gates, on both of the gates. And then we're done with all the fencing. Now I'm going to go jump in the skid steer and I'm going to strip the driveway. I'm going to take all the gravel off the driveway and pile it right here on the roadside because I'm going to haul it all off to another property because I don't need the gravel here for what we're doing. So I'm going to strip the gravel off. It's really good gravel. I don't need it there. It's class 5, really nice stuff. So we're going to take all that off and then I'm going to cover up the driveway with black dirt. And then this right here is a pile of black dirt. We'll cap all that. We'll cap the rest of the pond and make it like a nice smooth little bowl so that when we do get heavy rain, it still settles over there, but that it's not just like a big sunken pond. And then we're getting down to the last nitty gritty. We got get some water out here, get electric out. That won't take that long. That's just kind of like, I got to have other people do that, but we're getting close to being done here, which is good because I only got a couple days yet. And then there's going to be some horses showing up to get put inside of here. So super happy to have this almost done because I've got a lot of other things stacking up. Also, I've been running. I think I remember telling you all this, that I have a deal that I got to run 30 miles. Not only has it been a thing that I agreed to, that I'm kind of on the hook to run 30 miles, but it's a great cause. Like, it's called 30 for Freedom. I am raising money by running and getting donations. I'm raising money for the organization 30 for Freedom. And what the 30 for Freedom does is they help get women and children out of human trafficking, which is a spectacular cause. So it's actually in 2 weeks from now, which is kind of shocking to me that it's coming up that quick. I've been running long runs every week with a bunch of guys from the gym. I'm not actually handling the running very well. My knees have been screaming at me during the run and then the day after. This last week, I was a little worried about my heart rate. So I got a watch that can help me monitor my heart rate, my sleep, my pace, some other stuff like that I wanted to keep track of. And my heart was bouncing between like 179 and 182 while I was running 8 miles with these guys last Sunday, which sounds pretty high in my opinion. I talked to a few people, said, whoa, that's super high. Talked to some other people and they were like, they weren't really worried about it. I'm kind of under the thought process of, we'll fix it when it breaks. But when it comes to your heart, maybe that's probably the false philosophy. But anyway, I'm just telling you all this because I'm sure you guys know a lot more than I do about hearts and all that stuff. Anyway, so I'm struggling with the running thing, but I'm going to keep pushing through. I've got a lot of good people in my corner to help me out, get me stretched out, good nutrients, keep steady paces, stay hydrated, like all the things. Like, I've got good people in my corner. We just got to get this body of mine to do what I want it to do. So my brain tells me I can do it. My body is telling me no. We're just trying to tell the body to shut up for now and do what I want it to. So yeah, so I'm going to get to work here. Well, we're wrapping up today. All the gravel is piled here. That's covered with black dirt. And then the pond is actually still pretty wet. I can drive through it, but the skid loader wants to sink a little bit. So it's hard to get the pond really nice now.
All right, I am headed home right now. My hand is all wrapped up because I may have slipped with the tool. And I smashed my hand somehow and it ripped off 2 fingernails and the tips of a couple fingers. I'm actually kind of shocked what happened, what it looks like. But again, I'm by myself. So it's all just wrapped up right now. And you know, this is something I've always learned to do. is you always hold it over your heart to reduce bleeding, and you wrap it as tight as you can. So I haven't looked at it since I wrapped it all up quick. It hurts a bunch. I am gonna wash it out at home and see what I think I should do next. And I will just say this is something that sucks great deal about working alone and then not being alone. Like, now there's nobody home. I don't, my kids and everyone are gone. I don't know. I'm trying to not cry and smile right now. I don't have anybody. I'm just by myself trying to figure out all this crap. So I will check back in once I'm back home and have a little more assessing of the situation. I could have gone to the hospital, but that's what I'm trying to decide if that's necessary or not. All right, I am okay. I am reasonably bandaged up. I lost the nail on one finger, not both fingers. The other finger, I think the nail will survive. It most likely is going to turn colors. The other nail is strapped back on there. It's not going to last. But just wanted to update you. I'm all right. All right, we are going to call this done. It's not quite done yet, but as far as visually and for this video, it's done. It's also raining right now, so I can't be out there working because it is most likely ultra muddy. The shelter's in place and anchored. The fencing's all done. All the trees are staked around, and then I have a wire that runs around all the trees to keep the horses from destroying them. And then all of the dirt work over here is done. The pond is filled in, and the driveway's been capped with black dirt. And it's all leveled off. Here's all the gravel that we're gonna haul off to another property. But I think it all turned out pretty good. Like, it's my first horse pasture, most likely my last. But yeah, it looks all really nice and I'm really happy with it. Hey, I think I'm gonna end this video off here with sharing some thoughts with you. I don't think that I've ever processed grief before in my life. I don't know that, or maybe if I have, I haven't done it either well or experienced really significant grief. I've been experiencing some pretty significant grief, and what I've learned is that the path to get through grief it's not a straight road. It is a windy, twisty, back and forth mess of a path. And I would like to think that I'm progressing along the grief path, but I don't know. It's a battle. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. If you do, awesome. If you don't, no big deal. It's Rusty Judgment on Instagram if you want to follow me. I don't think I do anything really spectacular over there. I do share just kind of a lot more like inspirational things, quotes that kind of, basically it's just things that speak to myself. Yeah, just things you should keep your mind focused on in hard times, things that uplift you, motivational stuff, struggle stuff. And that's kind of what I do there. But I have to it's like a daily battle for me to keep my mind in the positive and looking forward, not looking backwards, not thinking about what I've lost or what could have been, not focusing on all the hurtful stuff. That's not easy for me. It's easy for me to fixate on that stuff and kind of just get really down and hurtful about myself. So the grief path is tough. I think I'm progressing on it. I also believe that I'm doing all healthy coping mechanisms for processing grief. I have a great group of guys at church that I'm friends with, a great group of guys at the gym who are also Christians. They go to a different church, but great group of guys there. I have my family. I have my kids. I have God. I think I have a pretty well-rounded circle of positive influence. I just need good things in my life right now. There's been some really good things, and I need some good things in my life. I need some wins. That's another thing. If you want to feel good about yourself, start something hard and finish it. And so
If you don't finish it, you don't get a win. Like, it's really hard to feel good about yourself if you can't complete anything or conquer anything. I run into that a lot because a lot of my projects are longer. They take longer. And then I end up doing them a lot by myself, which isn't intentional. It's just kind of how it happens. I can't really afford to hire a full-time employee. Maybe someday I can or would be able to, but right now it's just me. And I don't know, maybe that's okay for now. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.